Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a brand new segment called Ask Marisa. So if you scroll through some of the comments in previous videos, you will see that I am asked questions. It never fails. I start to record and the dog rings the bell to go outside. Hold on. Okay, so in the comment section in previous videos, I am asked some questions. Also on Instagram, people send me questions from time to time. So I thought, why not make a video series all about answering your questions? So before we dive into today's question, why don't you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the bell. That way you're notified every time there's a new video. So this question here came from, can you hear the dog? Okay. So this was a question that I received on Instagram, and I was asked, how should I style the open shelving in my kitchen? This is a really great question. There are so many different ways you can style the open shelving in your kitchen. So the short answer is do what works for you. Do what you like, what is going to be what's going to work well for your lifestyle, what you find aesthetically pleasing. Don't worry about seeing what everyone else is doing on Pinterest and copying them. Figure out what works for you and do that. But I will give you some suggestions and ideas just to kind of get your creative juices flowing and maybe point you in a direction that feels like a great fit for you. So a simple option would be to put your everyday dishes on your open shelving. This is what we do. It makes unloading the dishwasher a breeze. However, I have a friend, for example, who is putting open shelving in her kitchen, and she has little children, and she likes storing all of the dishes and the everyday dishes and cups down low so that the little kids can help her unload and load the dishwasher. So in that case, you're going to have to think differently about what you're going to put on your open shelving. I know some people love to put the decorative, beautiful pieces that maybe they aren't for everyday use, but they really enjoy looking at them. And rather than them being tucked away somewhere in a cupboard, only to come out at the holidays or for a special event, they can actually look at them all throughout the year and enjoy the beauty of them, but really only use them whenever they have a special event. So that's another option as well. You also could use them as a sort of pantry. Decant your dry goods and put them in lovely jars or containers or whatever makes your heart happy and store them out on your open shelving. I think that's a really practical and really beautiful way to make your open shelving really, really functional while still looking good. Of course, a good old standby is to use cookbooks. Now, I am a huge fan of incorporating cookbooks in any of the above ideas, just to add some interest, some texture, even some color. So consider switching it up a little bit. So once you've decided what you actually want to put on your open shelving, then I would say to do two things. Make the shelving practical and pretty. So incorporate some items that you just love to look at, that you think are beautiful, along with the items that are functional and practical and that you actually want to use. So this could be some greenery, some artwork. Maybe you have a little like decor item that you really love. I know a lot of people like using kitchen items for decor in their kitchen, like a cutting board or a cute kitchen scale or maybe a mortar and pestle. But think outside the kitchen box. Think about items that you really love, things that you would like to see on display, and why not choose to incorporate them on your open shelving in your kitchen. This is also a really great way to bring in some texture or some color into your kitchen. Okay, now if you're hesitant to try open shelving, and I get it, I totally get it, because it doesn't work for everyone. Some people like to have everything concealed behind closed doors. I totally understand. So if that's you, but you're kind of drawn to it and you're not sure, like, are you gonna like it, aren't you? Here's a tip. Remove the cupboard doors off of the kitchen cupboards that you think you might want to remove entirely. Take the cupboard doors off, style the shelves the way you think you're going to want to use your open shelving, and live with that for a little bit. You might know right away, put those doors back on, I am not an open shelf kind of person. Or you might realize once you see the openness that that creates, it might really solidify the whole idea of getting open shelving in your kitchen. A few reasons why I am such a fan of open shelving in any size kitchen is a couple things. First of all, it just creates a little bit of a casual atmosphere. Unless you have a really formal home and you want everything to look really prim and proper, throwing in a few open shelves just makes it feel casual and warm. The other reason I really like them is it opens up the space. Even if you have a really big kitchen and you think, I don't need my space to be any more open than it already is, think about the idea of breaking up a wall of cupboards. If you have a massive kitchen or if you have a really small kitchen, if there is just a whole wall of upper cupboards, it is lovely to break that up by introducing the openness that open shelves brings. And they're super, super inexpensive. In fact, open shelves are far more affordable than actual cupboards. So there's that. One of the things that I do with my open shelving in my kitchen is I decorate them seasonally. I change things out, I look at what's there right now, and I think, yeah, it's working for me. But as soon as I kind of like want to change, I just swap it up with something else. My poor family. They're like, where do the plates go now? But it's a really, if you're one of those people that likes to rearrange furniture and likes to move things around and you don't like things to stay the same all the time, where are my people at? Comment below. I know that my people are out there. If you're like that, having open shelves is such a great way of getting that little bug that you get to switch things up. You get to put it to use. Seasonally or whenever the little bug comes, you just switch around your open cupboards to your little heart's content. Enjoy it until you're ready to do it again. One other thing to consider about your open shelves is the kind of hardware that you mount them with. If you choose not to use floating shelves, this is a really great opportunity to bring in another metal into your kitchen. Is all of the hardware in your kitchen black? This might be a really fun way to introduce bronze or copper or something different. I love mixing metals in a kitchen. I love the warmth and the layering that brings into a space. And the brackets on open shelving is a really, really easy way to introduce a new color of metal without it being like, oh no, you know. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that we are about to change the open shelving in our kitchen. I posted a video about the mistakes that I made when I decorated my kitchen. And one of the mistakes was, it wasn't really a mistake, but it really bothered me as we started living in the space, was we ran out of money. And we knew that. I knew that I was going to have to end up picking and choosing and kind of scratching some things off my list. So one of the things I had to get rid of was the idea and the concept of the open shelving that I really wanted in here. So we ended up just doing the cheapest thing we could in order to get the open shelving up. We've been living here living in this new kitchen for 5 years, and I really, really want to change the open shelves and just put some wood shelves up and change out the hardware. Anyway, I've been asking on Instagram if I should do brass hardware or if I should do black hardware. I'm going to show you my shelves here and let me know what kind of hardware you think we should put with the new wooden shelves that are going to go in place of these stainless steel ones. Marlon! Come on. Come inside. Sit. Paw. Oh, you're wet. Stay. Okay, that's it for this episode of Ask Marisa. If you have any design questions or just want some suggestions or input about anything design related, comment below. I will add them to the list of questions and maybe your question will get answered in an upcoming Ask Marisa video. Okay, before you sign off, hit subscribe. That way you can see me in your feed next time. Have an awesome day, you guys. Take care, and we'll see you next time right here at I Am Loved.